Hey everyone, it's Vicky Magic here from Matters Magazine, and today I'm speaking to Sharee Webster from Holmans Accounting and Taxation. Welcome, Sharee.
Hi Vicky, how are you?
Fantastic. Thanks for joining us today. So the first question that I just would love you to answer is, tell us a little bit about you and a little bit about Holmans.
Okay, so a little bit about me is I've been back on the Sunshine Coast since 2007. Family's from here. We moved back from Sydney and came back to be an employee of Holmans. Since then, I've been fortunate enough to become a director of Holmans, and yeah, been here ever since. Holmans, we have two offices on the coast, one here at Maroochydore where I'm based, and one in Noosa. We specialise in accommodation, particularly management rights, doctors, medical professional, self-managed super, small business, basically anybody that needs accounts and taxation advice, structuring advice, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, cool. And so tell us a little bit about how you've managed through COVID. So my understanding is that potentially you've been quite busy with all of the work that you've had to do. So share a little bit about that with us.
Yeah, there certainly has been a lot that we've been able to advise our clients on during the COVID time. From our own point of view, we all went home on the 30th of March, and it's only this Monday just gone that we've come back to the office full time. We've been very busy providing advice around the government stimulus package, then the JobKeeper. There's been grants being available from the Queensland government, so a lot of advice, and also then just general advice around the downturn in the economy and how that's impacting our clients.
Yeah. And so have you had to pivot much within the business, and if so, in what way?
Certainly adapting to working from home, although we are office bound, like that's a whole new process of, communicating with staff and then communicating with clients via Zoom, Microsoft Teams, those sorts of things. So lots of phone calls, a lot of phone calls, just helping people through and understand what they needed to do. Although the JobKeeper form itself was quite straightforward, the whole process to get to that was a lot of information for people to download and understand whether they qualified or not. So adapting to that, this is a busy time of year for us regardless of what's happening with the COVID-19. So we've had to juggle that as well and work in around what the clients want.
Yeah, absolutely. And so with Holmans, what are your short-term and or long-term goals or ideas going forward?
It's certainly shown to us this whole working from home does actually work. So I will see that we will be utilising more technology going forward, won't necessarily be having face-to-face. I do feel that clients, though, will want to go back to that. I mean, that's human nature, that you want that human contact, but certainly taking on board more technology. I mean, quite technology focused anyway, but we'll be doing more. Within the magazine over the last 2 years or so that I've been writing, there's always a little nugget in there about cloud accounting and those sorts of things. We found for clients, the ones that had embraced the technology, it was easier for us to advise them because we could jump on and see what they were looking at. So yeah, it will be hopefully encouraging clients to embrace that new technology as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And is there anything else that you would like to share with our listeners? You've got the microphone, you can say whatever you like.
Well, I might just stress on that. It's also, is that clients, if they haven't got on board with cloud accounting, they really should try and have another look at it and see why they haven't. The single touch payroll system that's now available, again, for small business, not all businesses needed to have that. They should have a look at that. All that technology really does assist with people giving clients advice. So yep. I strongly recommend people get on board with that. Also, with the government stimulus package, if their businesses can afford it, there are some opportunities there leading up to 30 June. So I would strongly encourage them to talk to their tax advisor, possibly Holmans, to see what opportunities they've got there as we lead into 30 June.
Yeah, and that leads me perfectly into our last question, which is there anything that you would like to offer our listeners? And you just mentioned about, sort of needing to potentially catch up with an accountant. So what's your offer?
So the offer from Holmans would be if people wanted to come and have a Zoom meeting or a phone meeting to discuss general advice in the lead up to 30 June. So that would be an obligation-free half-hour meeting with a discussion with myself about how they can position themselves leading up to the end of the financial year.
Fantastic. Okay, so that's all we've got time for today. Thank you so much for your time, and goodbye.
Thanks, Vicky. Thanks for having me. Bye.
Absolute pleasure. Bye. Bye, everyone.